this? This is the weirdest cheese I've ever grated. What the hell is it?
Oh no!
Hello dandies and welcome to another fun episode. Now, show of hands, who likes challenges? Just me then. Well, don't worry too much because this one was brought to me by a fan, a viewer and a colleague at work. Basically, they can't eat meat or fish for whatever medical reasons. So they've asked me to use vegetarian meat to try and make something delicious. I've taken that challenge. I've never used vegetarian meats before. I've in fact very much recommended against them to people that I've known, particularly when I worked as a waiter. But I thought we'd have a go and make a vegetarian mint cottage pie, which I guess can't be called a cottage pie because that requires beef. Shepherd's pie, of course, is lamb. So perhaps we'll call this something else. Perhaps we'll call it a manor pie, or a bungalow pie, or perhaps, I don't know, a council flat pie. Anyway, we'll decide on that as we go along. So, if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment for maybe other challenges you want to see me do, or muck up doing, or even just to see me suffer. And hit that bell just to make sure you're notified when I drop one of these videos. Anyway, let's have a look at the ingredients we need for the base of this caravan pie. Alright, come with me. So, for the basis of the actual mince part of the cottage pie, or, you know, whatever we're going to call it, semi-detached house pie, we will need the mince. Now this is a meatless farm mince. I have no idea what sort of meatless farm would look like. I suppose a farm with fake cows in it? I don't know. And then it was just a matter of pretty much finding other bits in my fridge to go with it, vegetable-wise. So you can see I've got some carrots, I've got some tomatoes I found some peppers, both chili and normal, I found some cauliflower, I found some mushrooms, and then you'll need half an onion. You'll probably need 2 stock cubes, of course, vegetable stock cubes because this is meat-free, and 3 trees. And by that I mean rosemary. That will go with the gravy, which we'll make using the stock cubes and some red wine. You know it's fancy when it's simply called fruity red. So, of course, we will need mash on top of that, but we'll do that separate with some, you know, potatoes, butter, cheese, that sort of thing, and some milk. Anyway, let's get on with making the mince part itself. So, first things first, we're going to heat up 1 tablespoon of oil and pop in our veggie mince, which I will say, I can't really figure out what the heck it smells of. Anyway, let's get that in. I'll do it in a batch. Probably have to do it bit by bit. So we'll let that brown off and then we'll put it to the side. It's at this point when I then remembered that this is not normal beef mince, and so I can't treat it like that. This is plant-based meat. This stuff will not brown like normal mince. This stuff will not give off fat like normal mince. So you can't brown it. It remains the same corn beefy, pinky, meaty colour. So, scratch that. We will get on with the real first step for making this form of pie, being a 2-bedroom detached house with a nice garden pie. So, let's get on with that. So, in a pan of oil, add in your onion, your carrots, you just want them, you know, for a bit of chance to soften up a bit. Okay, next I'm going to add my peppers. I'm going to add cauliflower I'm going to add my mushrooms. Already added my onions, so that weren't going to work. And then I'm going to add this stuff. Yummy! Yummy, yummy in my tummy, which I really am upset about having to put in. Okay, next step is to add our cup of red wine. We next add in the tomatoes, which I've got here, just to give it a bit of a richness. Just a little bit more while nobody's looking. Okay, we've added the flour. Let's get this stock in. So at this point that I realised I probably should have had a bigger pan. We'll leave that to simmer for probably a good 10-20 minutes or so. So I'll lower the heat a bit. And then we'll come back and start on the mashed potato. Well, that's probably about as good as we're going to get it without it burning. So we'll pop that into a dish and then we'll wait for the potatoes to finish. Once they're finished, we can then start mashing them up. So let's get this into a dish, shall we? There. It looks like mince-ish. Okay, let's give this a little bit of a taste before we deal with the potatoes. So, now that smell I got when I first opened the packet, that's all I can taste. It is not maskable, it is there. You can taste it. And as a meat eater, I'm not a big fan, honestly. I could feel that a vegetarian dish that I can make with proper vegetables and mixture of fruits, legumes, that sort of thing, such as like a good pasta, such as a salad that I've done before, even something like a burger perhaps, I honestly think I'd do better without the mince. But we'll see what it's like once we've got those potatoes on. At the minute, is it edible? Well, yes, it is edible. But would I eat it if I had the choice? No, I would not. However, I am doing this for someone, I am accepting this challenge, I will do what I can to see what I can achieve. But we'll deal with the potatoes and we'll see how we fare. Maybe they'll improve it, let's see. Right, so we've now put in a bit of butter, I'm going to put in a bit of milk, so just a bit of milk, give it some creaminess, and I've even got some vegan cheese. Now this is smoked cheese, so I'm just gonna, oh, this stuff feels weird, what the hell, it's like rubber. This is so weird. Look at this. This is the weirdest cheese I've ever grated. What the hell is it? And this thing won awards? What the hell sort of cheese is this? Anyway, let's get that mashed up and then we'll get it on top of our, what do you want to call it anymore? Our two-bedded terraced house on the corner on a Victorian road. Right, let's get this on top of our dish. So, dish, mash, just to give it some defining features. Okay. Now, we'll just grate some more of this alien cheese on top. Maybe that's what we'll call this. Alien pie. Alien pie. The pie. We'll see. So, now that we've put the potato on top, and I made a pretty design, I'm now going to put it in my preheated oven at 180 degrees. Now I'll do this for about 25 to 30 minutes until the potato starts to brown on top. That's why we did them ridges with the fork, so it got some nice areas to crisp up. In the meantime, I'm going to get that flavour out of my mouth. I hate wine. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Well, from the top, it actually looked pretty good. You can see the nice crispy brown bits. You can see where the cheese lumps have melted. Oh, that is a cheese bubble. Cool. Let's cut a slice, and then we'll answer that important question once it's cooled down enough that it doesn't melt my face. Okay, let's answer that question. Is it edible? I mean, it looks like cottage pie, sort of. You know, as what do we want to call it? A one-bedroom flat with an ensuite and a bath shower. One previous owner, quite a new build. Not looking too bad. We'll see how it tastes. It's alright. I mean, without that juice and fat that comes from meat mince, in my opinion, it's just flat. I mean, it's just missing that rich, meaty flavour, if you get what I mean. You know, that fat, luxurious, luscious, sort of juicy flavour. It's just something that's not there with vegetable mince. However, probably if you made this chock-a-block with vegetables and chunky food without the mince itself, I think that could be a winner. And it would be delicious. Some sort of garden pie, I don't know. But it's just, that mince, it's got such a defining flavour. And that defining flavour, unfortunately, doesn't twirl my nips, if I'm honest. Is it edible? Yes. Would I go out to a restaurant and order this? Or go to the shop again and buy this mince? No, I wouldn't, I'm sorry. Even if I was a vegetarian, I wouldn't. On the plus side though, the vegan cheese, not too bad. I was surprised. I really am surprised about that. But, you know, it was done right. The gravy was nice and thick, the vegetables taste great, the spice in it is good, the seasoning was done on it, the potatoes are lovely and buttery and creamy, that cheese is great. It's just that flavour of the vegetarian mince that really is bringing everything down. So, I really don't know what I'm going to do with that other packet in the fridge. I may try and make some burgers with it, we'll see for the next episode. In the meantime guys, take care dandies, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions for any other challenges you want to see me attempt with mixed success, let me know, drop me a comment. But in the meantime guys, I'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye!